Woo. Okay. Good girl. Oh, get it. Yes. Good afternoon, everybody. House. Good. We have an update on Full Metal Salem here, and I wanted to dedicate this video to talk a little bit about our breeding program. Yes. Okay, good girl. And how much our dogs really mean to us. So, Salem has a little bit of a change of circumstance. She was, oh, good girl, originally going to be here with us until about 6 months old for a training program, but unfortunately circumstances fell through, so she has another family that may be potentially interested, Salem, in her. So wanted to give a quick update and yes, okay, talk a little bit about what we're doing here with these pups. So number one, a big red flag for us as a breeder, Salem, is we really do need you to be responsive to us as far as yes, returning our calls, emails, when we draft contracts, because if it starts to be, yes, okay, good girl, days or weeks that we're hearing from you, it starts to make us question how devoted you really are to the dog. And, you know, we wouldn't put our dogs in any circumstances unless they were getting the same love and, good girl, attention that they were here when they were here with us in our facility. So, this girl here sits, very, very sweet female, good with kids, good with other dogs, and really just a joy. So we did have quite a bit of interest in her. Good. But, you know, as me and Sarah, we raised her, we whelped her, and she's been living here with us for the past 5 months. You know, we don't necessarily want to turn people away, but when you're getting involved in a dog like a Malinois, you need to have responsibility. So, Salem, oh, good. So, you know, it shows a certain level of commitment when you're engaged in, okay, the dog's training. Even if you live out of state, asking for updates on how the dog's doing, coming out to schedule some visits to really get to know the dog and make sure it's the right fit for you. So, that being said, okay, any dog that gets adopted out from us, put into a home, yes. If for any reason, okay, if for any reason things don't work out, which happens, life comes at you, circumstances change, we try not to put them in homes with people who are going to get in over their heads, but life comes at you. The dogs, our dogs, are not to be surrendered to any shelters. We take them back here and we either retrain them, resell them, or rehome, or keep them here to live out their days with us here at Cappuccino Dog Training. So, oh, good. So, Alice, good, let's go. So, you know, I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason, and this girl was just meant for a different situation, so I like to keep all my information on here accurate, and I do believe, okay, I mentioned that she may be going to Alaska, but it has been a change of circumstance. So, good girl. So we've been really, really on her training, and she's a really good fit for a family who, because, you know, the idea people and perception people have of Malinois, especially if they're a first-time owner, is that they think they're going to have a pet that they're not going to have to exercise, okay, and fulfill their instinctual needs. Very, very super important, guys. So I always kind of said, you know, her food drive is excellent, very high. Her toy drive always used to be kind of low to medium, but since we've really intensified her training a little bit, definitely more interested in engaging with the toy and playing, good girl, and playing. So that's good, that's good. So she's definitely benefited from having the extra time, good girl, here with us. And she's really come out of her shell. Very, very sweet female. Oh, that's good. That's good. Good girl. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, okay. Good girl. Good. Come on. Let's go. Else. Yeah, that's nice. So, I just wanted a little update on her. Really happy with her progression. Was always a little softer. Wouldn't go as far as to say she was shy or tentative. But Salem really liked to beat her own drum. She, you know, liked people, but wasn't the first in the litter to nuts. Yes. Come up to people and say hello. But really, I feel like this one was a diamond in the rough. Sit. Yes. You know, she was the biggest, okay, female from the litter. Her ears took a while to stand up, and you can see that left ear is still doing some work fully standing. So, you know, a lot of people too who want Malinois discount the lower drive ones, but these are dogs that could potentially be very good companion dogs as long as you can fulfill their exercise needs and their care. So again, circumstances change, and at the end of the day, a good reputable breeder just doesn't sell a dog to move it off their property or make a quick dollar, guys. So, you know, we're certainly not trying to be disrespectful when we refuse somebody a dog, but, you know, anyone who's got one from this last litter, you know, and we are just getting started with this and feeling things out. It's a learning experience, but right from the beginning, I made it a very strong requirement of previous experience with at least a German Shepherd or similar drive dog, right? It's definitely not a dog for Salem, a completely inexperienced first-time dog owner, right? Even though, you know, she's a little lower on the drive, a little bit calmer than maybe some of her litter mates were, she's still a Malinois, you know? And routine, structured, sits, yes. Okay, and training are going to be super, super important. And, you know, she can't, this is not the kind of dog that you just throw in a crate all day or expect to be unsupervised, okay, in your living room without there being consequences or repercussions if you're not training them properly, of having your sofa torn up or furniture destroyed. You really got to keep their mind busy. So, Salem, come here. Let's say goodbye to everyone. So one last thing before we go is sits. Good. Okay. She's really closely bonded to her litter mate, Full Metal Jack, who's going to be going home with my father in a couple months. He's been coming at least twice a week, doing some pretty intensive training with him. But these guys definitely, they were here the longest. They really bonded to each other. Salem, get sits. No, sits. Okay. Really bonded to each other. No, us. Good. So my dad requested that whoever ends up with her, that before she goes off, we give them one last good romp together, good girl. Because my dad would just like to have a little video of them going their separate ways and saying they'll see you later. But they really, really bonded closely. And really quickly before we go, we'll touch on, you know, we wouldn't necessarily sell two dogs from the same litter to the same household because Salem, kid, the relationship and bond that those dogs are going to form with each other can sometimes be a challenge, okay, for people who are inexperienced with dogs. You know, they tend to be a source of overexcitement. Salem, hey, Salem, kid. Oh, good. Excitement and over arousal for each other versus something positive. So we do like them to go to separate homes, but anyone who has gotten a puppy from us, everyone tends to stay in touch via the Facebook group. Okay, so there you go. Feel free to, everybody, post those puppy videos and pictures. Salem, get! Salem, get! Oh, good. And she's starting to scratch at the door, like she's telling me she needs to go potty, so we're going to cut it out there. and we'll see everyone soon. God bless.